Hey people, hallo Leute. It is May 15th. Bed is mostly made, 9:30 p.m. I want to give a shout out to my man's Jonathan Chase Taylor. He asked for one. Why? I don't know. I'm going to give him one. And I want to talk about today what I learned in high school, how to focus. Focusing is something that's like really hard for me, and it's actually something I still struggle with, like just locking in. Coach tells me, teachers tell me, everyone tells me I need to learn to focus more. Um, but I have gotten better at it, and it's going to keep coming with baby steps. And eventually, I'll reach the point of true focus, whatever that means. But I would say freshman year, I wasn't focused at all. Just going to dive straight into it. Freshman year, I wasn't focused at all. School was still, I'm still coming off of middle school. I didn't take middle school much serious. I wasn't really, because it was most of the time I could pay attention in class, get away with not studying outside of school, come home, going to school, get a B, A on the test, and still average A's and B's. So I went into high school doing the same thing, and I finished with two C's, which doesn't sound bad, but when it comes to like an academic like me, two C, I mean, academic like me, flying online, an academic like me or was me at the time, two C's doesn't seem right. And I wasn't truly focused. Not on the sport. I wasn't practicing football and or track as hard. I wasn't dedicated to what I needed and what I wanted. I thought it was something that you could just do a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and I'd be done. Like just I get better at it and I achieve what I wanted. Sophomore year, that's when I started my first relationship. That threw off my focus even more. Same thing with sports. Did a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and expected the best results. Results came and they went. They weren't the best results, but the progress was there. But it was progress that probably could have been a lot steeper climb if I was focused. My grades, I started studying more outside of school because I realized it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be, but I still wasn't focused. It was still pay attention to class, go home, do nothing, come home, doing the assignments last second. I was I wasn't active. I wasn't active in my school life like I was supposed to. I'm a Boy Scout. I wasn't really focused on that either, and I really struggled to like climb and rank. Like I think I was a sophomore in high school, and I think a second class. No, I was a Star Scout. I think I was not at the rank I was supposed to be for my age. My junior year rolls around, and actually, yeah, my junior year rolls around. What did I do in my sophomore year? I actually got a job. I wasn't even focused when I was working at my job at McDonald's. I was always on my phone, and I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. I wasn't focused. And every now and then, I pay attention, lock in, I do what I'm supposed to do. I'd actually taken my first AP exam, my first AP my class, my sophomore year. I didn't focus. I thought it was a normal class where you could get away with not studying. No, I got a two on my exam. I wasn't focused. Junior year rolls around. This is when the focus is coming, but it's still getting there. My scouts, I had completely just stopped it because I didn't like it and I just wasn't focused. I'm gonna keep saying that. I was behind. My friends were Life Scouts about to become Eagle Scouts, which is the highest rank. If for those who don't know that, football, I wasn't focused on that because I mainly didn't like it. It wasn't. I've talked about it before. It's not something I wanted to do. Schooling. I actually junior year. I was always told junior year is the year you're supposed to like dial in with your grades and classes like that. So if I were to pull up my junior year transcripts now and compare it to my sophomore and freshman year, you would actually see the spike in my grades. I was the closest to AB honor roll my junior year since last time I was AB honor roll, I think seventh grade, which is 4 years. The only reason I missed it by I think 1%, in I believe it was math. I had gotten all A's and B's except one class, which was a C plus, and I missed it by 1%. This I also started focusing. I was focusing more outside of class. The reason why I feel like I was focused more my junior year is one, because I was taking a lot harder classes, and I saw at the first quarter I saw a slump in my grades. That's when I realized this is something I actually had to. Schooling is something I actually have to take serious, and life isn't slowing down for me to learn this. It's going to be constantly moving. So I actually spent more time outside of school working on stuff. Scouts football wasn't doing track. I was seeing improvements of what I wanted to do, but I was still learning. I wasn't focused. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. One race I didn't eat enough and I ran a terrible. I wasn't eating enough. I wasn't stretching properly. I ran a bad race. I was running. I was progressing, but there was still tons of mistakes I was making because I wasn't as dedicated. I wasn't learning. I wasn't. I was still building my character. Sports, schooling, scouts like that, and I actually was focused on learning my German more because I seen friends join the German Honor Society, the National Honor Society, and that was something I wanted to be a part of. I felt I was lacking behind, and I don't like lacking behind. I like being up with the pack. Sometimes I want to be in front of the pack. That sounds kind of like Alpha Sigma boss male, something like that, but it's not supposed to be corny. Okay? So I started working on it, and eventually I had gotten to the point where I got accepted into the Governor's World Language Academy, the GWLA, for my state. And that's basically a language fluency camp, and I was focused. I I was in a relationship during all of this, but unlike this is the second relationship I talked about this in another video, but second one, I didn't let it get in the way of everything I did. First time I basically put my relationship before everything else. Second time, relationship came second. Relationships always come second when it comes to working towards your goals. That doesn't mean the person is like any less valuable. It's just I need to do this. I need you to understand that I'm working for something. Track is something that I love, but I can't work on a relationship and be good at track. I have to put track first and do the relationship, and that's the focus you need. You need to focus because the sport I run is something that's going to last a lot longer than a relationship because a relationship is unpredictable. It could end the next week, but I put all this time into it and it didn't work. Well, now I put all the time into a relationship instead of track. My progress bar for track is plateauing, and the time I put into the relationship just went to waste. So that time I could have been climbing, I spent sitting at a plateau. I didn't let that happen. Oh, 9 minutes. I'm trying to keep these under 10 minutes, but I keep that yapping. And going junior to senior summer, yeah, that's when I did the fluency camp. That's when I was focused. I don't think I did anything else besides that. And my senior year, I was truly focused. I feel like I wasn't true. I won't say truly focused, but I feel like I was more dialed in than I was the 3 years before. And I won't say for all my classes because some classes I don't feel like I really wanted to pay attention as much because I didn't like it. And I had already got accepted into the school I wanted to go to. And it was mostly the classes I feel like that would have benefited me the most in life, as in German, econ, government, things that I could use outside of school. That's the ones I was really focused on. I wanted to get my work done in. Sports, I I kept building off what I learned the years before. I kept using the information because I was focused. I knew what I knew what I needed to do, or I knew what I needed to do in order to get better. And I worked on it. I kept working on it. I was focused. I'm focused. And when I need to be in the mindset I need to be, I feel like I'm a completely different person. Normally, I would talk to every person I walked by, but when I'm focused, it's only the future that I want. I can't let the conversation get in my way or throw me off my mindset because I feel like it will throw me off and I will not achieve what I want to do. So remain focused to achieve your goals because if you're not focused, you're not going to be able to project yourself as far as you want to. I think I'm saying that correctly. It's been 11 minutes. I've been talking for a minute. But yeah, I think that's all I have. I don't think I have anything else. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. I doubt anyone. I'm pretty sure like one or two people. Hi if you did, but Bish Facer.